Most men who try to use neuro-linguistic programming to improve their communication skills and dating life usually end up disappointed. They often expect some magical change only to realize that unfortunately, or fortunately, I'm not sure, people just don't respond like hypnotic puppets like it was promised. But in this video we are going to explore why most men just get it wrong with those techniques despite reading dozens of books on the topic, and how can you be part of the few who really get successful with it. I am going to start by an analogy with the therapy world and coaching world, where most of those techniques are usually taught. Before being a seduction tool, it was mostly a therapeutic utilization of the neuro-linguistics. And in therapy, many people who come to be trained in NLP, in hypnosis, in any kind of brief therapy techniques, they often try to change something in themselves. First and foremost, they may tell everyone else, and themselves included, that they just want to change things in others, they just want to help others. Yeah, in the end, they usually come to change something in themselves first, and then eventually, why not, helping others overcome their own demons. But the reason I tell you this is because something I have seen countless times in the therapy world is when a therapist or a coach says, "I can't make clients change about this matter. Stop smoking, it's just impossible." Or, "Yeah, I can tell them, I can promise to them they can change this childhood shit, but then when it comes to anxiety, it's just not possible." And many therapists have this one blockage like this, simply because in the end, it is always more difficult, if not very difficult, to change in others things you haven't changed in yourself first. So the therapists who come to training, who come to use NLP, or anyone who try to use NLP, when they try to use it to change in others something they can't change in themselves, that's usually where the block happens. Because the same exact thing happens in seduction or even in sales when you have trouble convincing some certain type of customer or some certain type of woman. Usually it is the reflection, the mirror of something blocked inside yourself. Maybe about your potential, maybe about your self-worth, maybe about what you believe you deserve as an individual. And it is quite often, or too often, easier to presume you have to change this thing in others because other people have trouble with this anxiety issue. Yet, have you solved anxiety in your life first before you can consider yourself an authority on how to change it in others? And if you want to condition a woman in front of you to feel more sexual in your presence, can you just be at ease with your own sexuality yourself? Are you able to talk about sexuality in your daily conversations easily? If the answer is no, then maybe your mind is to be changed first before attempting to change their own conditioning, the woman you interact with. Maybe investigate what's happening down below in your own mind first, and then yes, you can eventually alter the state, emotional state of somebody else you are interacting with. So basically, whether you want to use those skills for coaching or sales or seduction or dating, just whenever something seems impossible to provoke as a reaction in your subject, whenever you think you can't produce that type of result, I can't create an emotional connection with her, I can't make her attracted to me, I can't get that person to sign the contract, whenever there is a response like this you think you can't get the person to experience, is it really something you have been able to experience yourself? And sometimes the unconscious mind works in intricate ways. It is not just about emotional connections, for example. It might be about, do you think you deserve someone to love you? That might be a deeper concern. If it is about, I can't get her attracted to me, well, do you presume you are an attractive person? And whatever reason comes up for, oh, I can't be attractive myself, how do you know you can't be attractive yourself? What have you projected on that situation exactly? Because once the block has been resolved and dissolved from the inside, you just notice that the responses you wanted to provoke into somebody else's mind through NLP become easy. or at least easier. Once you no longer have any enemy within, the enemy outside can do you no harm. I think it was a quote by Nelson Mandela, just came back in my mind. Basically, whenever you have solved everything on the inside, you notice the responses from the outside world are easier to get. I didn't say automatic, I said easier. You still have to practice your skills, but you won't encounter massive anxiety about trying something new or massive negative results coming all the time again and again, because everything inside will be more aligned. That may seem woo-woo, but I can guarantee once you get deeper into the therapeutic world, it makes perfect sense. Because it is more of an internal permission. How much do you allow yourself to receive? How much do you allow yourself to have? How many new changes do you, or how bigger changes do you allow yourself to produce into somebody else? And if it seems too evasive or confusing when hearing about this in that way, you also have a course down below called Covert Seduction Blueprint, where all of this is perfectly explained and you will have everything laid out in a step-by-step structure so that you create and unlock all of those changes from the inside one step at a time. It is always easier when you just learn all the skills and techniques one step at a time instead of trying to cram everything at once. And sometimes those inner demons can be more difficult than others. Some of them may be more difficult than others. Sometimes you just start getting results with women. It seems easy. You have tried anchoring. Oh, it worked. She responded to the right anchor as you did that. Fine. Then you try to go into value elicitation, and for some reason, you don't get any reaction from her. It is just stuck. Then you try it with another woman and same response. Nothing changes and she's not responding in the way you want. When the same exact result happens multiple times with multiple women, despite the fact you have adapted your techniques, you have switched your vocal tonality, many things, then okay, we are definitely on a deeper layer. And some layers of that onion, of your identity, may be more intricate or complicated to resolve than the first ones. So sometimes, yes, you might face something really tough to figure out, and it doesn't mean it is impossible to resolve at some point. Obviously, you will resolve that also. It is just some of those layers might be more uncomfortable, and I want to underline uncomfortable. Not every step on your journey will be exciting and motivating. Sometimes, yes, it will be fucking uncomfortable, because, for example, one client I had a few years ago, he was stuck with this, with value elicitation and inducing some deep emotional connection with a woman, despite the fact he really wanted a serious girlfriend in his life, and he could hook up and pick up girls at night and get into bed with. Yeah, he could do that, but creating a serious connection, that was almost impossible for him, if not literally impossible, if I recall. So he asked me, like, why am I always stuck with this? And we elaborated on the moments of the things he didn't want to look at, because that is what I do as a therapist. Obviously, I go scratch where you don't look at, and he figured out by himself that, well, he had toxic relationships that he witnessed within his parents his whole childhood. He had an abusive mom, pretty common case here, an abusive mom who was physically hitting the dad who was overly submissive in the relationship, and of course that was creating nightmares whenever he was about to create an emotional connection with the woman he liked. And once we resolved that problem, guess what? He had a lot of ease to connect, just because some things happened to him. Not sure I should explain everything, but some things happened to him after this session, and he just connected way better, way more easily with any woman he wanted to hypnotize into bed. That was way easier. He didn't even have to use the exact technique he thought he had to use. So the value elicitation thing, he was focused on this. He didn't even have to use that in the end, because once the block had been resolved from the inside, he just found the right ways anyway. Also because you may not be there yet, but when you really resolve deep unconscious blockages inside, sometimes your whole behavior changes and the way you communicate is provoking responses from their unconscious mind. That might seem spiritual, whatever bullshit, so I'm not gonna get into the details of this. Just realize, if you can, that the techniques are just the stepping stones, they are not who you are. So in the end, once you change who you are, and it will happen, definitely you can get results unexpectedly, even without using the techniques you thought you had to use. So as a recap, to summarize all of that and leave you with one important thing to work on once you leave this video. What is the most uncomfortable moment you have known when attempting to use NLP in seduction or hypnosis or anything related? What has been so far, or what is currently the most uncomfortable thing you can think of when you think about using that on a woman? Is it more the approach, breaking the ice and getting the first small talk? Is it more keeping her attention? Is it more being validated by her because she might see you're someone worthy of attention? Is it more the emotional connection? Is it the breakup? Maybe you have endured a breakup lately and it hurt. That can happen too. So what is the most uncomfortable thing you can think of when thinking about using NLP in seduction? Then can you reflect for a second upon which pain is this truly associated with? What kind of emotional pain does that make you think about? What is still unresolved? If that was a breakup, maybe she left you and maybe you're not completely at peace with the fact she left you. So now maybe you just look for a fight in every other woman you talk to. In that case, maybe the healing is necessary with the past relationship. Just a guess, for example. And whatever it is, what kind of pain, emotional pain, can you identify that might be related with that thing? That is why the barrier of entry is higher. Not because those techniques are really super complex, because when you read everything on the topic, you just notice the same four or five principles keep coming back in every technique you can read about or hear about. It is not really the complexity of the techniques, it is more that the layers sometimes are pretty fucking damn uncomfortable to go through, to get through. It is very uncomfortable. Sometimes you have to face things from your past that are not easy to talk about at all. But once you cross those leaps, then yes, everything seems super easy. And finally, if this could be solved, the one thing you're struggling with, if this one thing could be solved in just one day. I'm not promising it will, I'm just saying if that was possible. If it were possible to solve that one problem in just one day, which new result would you be able to experience by now from scratch? Which new result with women and NLP and seduction and dating and sex haven't you been able to receive so far that you would be able to receive now? What would happen as of tomorrow? Because if it was happening today, in just one day, everything resolved, then what would happen tomorrow? And if you want to figure out where to start, I have made a compilation of the 3 best books that I think are the best ones to study, and you will figure out very easily where you are on your journey, what to start with. I have just given in this example the best clues you will find in each of those books, then you can go buy them if you want. I am giving you the summary of what I think is the most relevant to practice with, to use NLP in the context of seduction. You will find this down below, those 3 books detailed, and with that in mind, thank you very much for watching. No worries, everything will be fine for you, and see you very soon in the next video.